And welcome back to day 2 of the 3-day money reboot. Today, we are working on making some adjustments to our money mindset. Yesterday, we spent time understanding our money mindset, understanding why we think the way we do about money. And we spent some time thinking about what might have happened to us when we were growing up, what we saw, what we heard, and what we experienced with money that has been sitting in the back of our brain, maybe driving on autopilot. Today, we are moving on to having a look at how we can make some adjustments. So, what we're doing then is we are examining what we uncovered yesterday on day 1 and taking things one step further. So, today we're moving into action. I would love you to grab your money journal and your pen, and I hope you have a coffee or a drink, or could even be a glass of wine if you're doing this in the evening. But what I'd like you to do is to just listen to the prompts that I am going to read out and have a think about whether any of those resonate for you. Okay? Because what we're doing now is we're really trying to understand the actions that are coming from our money mindset. So, are you scared of money, the future, and perhaps how money is making you feel right now? Is that making you bury your head in the sand and avoid taking the actions you know you need to take? Do you overspend? You try to save, you put the money aside, but ultimately you're always dipping in, pulling that money back into your transaction account and spending it all. Are you over generous? What I mean by that is, are you, like I used to be, that person who would have no money at all and for some reason find yourself offering to pay for things that you really cannot afford to be paying for? Do you think learning what you need to know about money is too hard? Is there something buried in there making you think that you aren't smart enough to do money, to understand money? Things like investing, perhaps. Do you take on too much personal debt? So, credit cards, buy now, pay later, personal loans. Are you somebody who thinks that, well, debt is okay because I have a job and I can just pay off those monthly repayments? Are you burning out helping everybody else and taking on too much? Leaving no time for yourself, no energy for your own self-care when it comes to money? Have you been dependent on somebody else, outsourcing your financial needs? I don't need to worry about money because X, somebody else is taking care of that. Are you in the habit of thinking, what's the point? I'll never have enough money to be able to have the kind of life I want. For any of those behaviors that resonate with you, ask yourself, are these behaviors serving me? Are they going to create the life that I ultimately want? So now that you've identified perhaps some of those actions that you've been taking, I want you to think about the ones that are no longer serving you and make a note next to those about what your intention is regarding that behavior moving forwards. An example of that could be, let's say you were walking in my shoes, as I was several years ago with debt, and you know that that is not serving you. You know that you are paying a lot of extra money to people who are giving you money, banks, let's call them credit card companies, for the pleasure of using debt. And that is not how you want to be. Maybe you're going to make a note next to that and say, I'm going to stop taking on debt to pay for things that I want now. So that's the instant gratification piece. Okay, that is the end of day 2. And I hope that you are starting to really uncover some mindsets and behaviors that are not working for you anymore, that you want to make a change. And we're going to come back tomorrow in day 3, and we are going to look at one of the most powerful ways that I know to turn around those behaviors that we are taking that are not serving us. I'll see you then.